What's up, everybody? Loki episode 5 just dropped and it was another wild one. There will be spoilers for the episode in this video, so if you haven't seen it, save this video and come on back once you watch it. Now let's get into the episode. First, we gotta talk about everything with the titular character, Loki. The episode opens right where we left off in episode 4, as Loki is the only one remaining in the room after the loom explodes. Not only that, but he's the only person left in the entire TVA. He starts time slipping again in the TVA, so he's got to devise a plan to go find all of his friends or coworkers so he can get back to that moment, and I'll talk about where they all were in a different section of the video. But one I will talk about right now is when he finds Sylvie back on her branch timeline, because it is really important to him finding his glorious purpose. Pretty much, he goes to her and finds out that she was the only one who remembered him after this event. She sees him time slipping and takes him to get a drink where he presents his plan, which she's disgusted by because she has all season and really the whole show, season 1 and 2, thinks the workers deserve to be on their own timelines. She calls Loki selfish for it actually, and that's what he needs, not what they need, and he returns to the rest defeated. Once he returns, everyone starts to die as the branches are collapsing because there's no TVA, but just in the nick of time, Loki gets a grip on his time slipping and he's able to go back just a couple minutes before everyone's gone and then get back into the TVA just moments before the loom explodes. Alright, now let's go over where all of our main focused TVA workers went. Casey was a prisoner at Alcatraz on a branch timeline in 1962. Obviously, this is in San Francisco, and he went by the name Frank, seemingly referring to Frank Morris, one of the 3 Alcatraz prisoners who escaped that year. Hunter B-15 was a doctor in New York, I'm assuming New York City, 2012, on a branch timeline. Mobius was a jet ski salesman in Cleveland, Ohio, 2022, on a branch timeline with 2 little shit kids. And Obi was in Pasadena, California, 1994, on a branch timeline as an aspiring writer stuck as a science professor, I believe, and he's the one who helps Loki bring it all together. Also, his warehouse or home or workshop, whatever you want to call it, it very much resembles his TVA workshop and really the TVA as a whole design-wise, which was very interesting. Now, before we talk about the end of the episode, I want to acknowledge my top 3 performances of the week. Sophia DiMartino was really good in this episode when she was by herself as her timeline was destroyed, especially the part where she's just kind of leaning back on the couch, listening to music. It was a really good performance. Then, Kehu Kwan was lights out once again as Ouroboros. Like, I don't even know what to say other than that man is a goddamn national treasure. And as always, Tom Hiddleston was magnificent as Loki, who may soon be Loki who remains. So, that's going to lead us into the end of the episode. As I was saying earlier while talking about Loki, everybody dies, then Loki is able to control his time slipping and go back, then get back to the TVA. It's now clear to me that everyone who was saying he's going to rebuild and save the TVA, as a lot have been saying on Twitter, but it's now blatantly obvious to me that he may in fact become Loki who remains. It'll be interesting to see if he has to fight Victor Timely or another Kang variant to get that throne, or if it's an easy seat to be taken once he saves the TVA again. And so that's going to do it for my breakdown of episode 5 of Loki season 2. It was a really good setup for the finale next week, but as always, let me know what you thought of it down in the comments below and make sure you have a great day.